this is my cash stuffing journey. If you're new here, thank you so much for taking a chance and clicking on my video. I hope you decide to like, subscribe and stick around for a while. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your ongoing support. So we are in Shoutout Sunday and we are week 3, I think, already. So we're kind of getting through them now. I will be stopping like all kind of filming from Christmas Eve. I have managed to get a 3 weeks off of my full-time job, and so I have decided that from Christmas Eve till just after New Year's I am completely disconnecting. So that will be no videos, no Etsy, nothing. I'm just going to focus on my family for the holidays. So any kind of videos during that time are either going to be scheduled, so I've already filmed them and they're scheduled, or there's just going to be a little bit of a gap, and I think that's okay. Today we have got Caro Cash, Taylor Louise Budgets, Aussie Budget Queen, and Unique Aussie Cash Saver. Now they are all Australian cash stuffers. I thought if I'm going to be doing a shout out Sunday, there at least needs to be a couple of days where it's just all Australian cash budgeters. So today is one of those days. Now Caro Cash is one of my favorite budgeters and cash stuffers. She is so kind and so helpful and so supportive, and her Etsy store is it's amazing. Like, you just want everything in it, and I think I almost did buy everything in it until I started kind of really making my own, and then I started swapping them out. But all of her challenges, they're also fun and engaging. I really enjoy her content. So she wants to remain debt-free, have financial freedom, and she's currently saving for her first home. She's also saving quite heavily for a trip to London that she's going to take with her mother when they can. And it's so interesting, like, seeing the money tick over and then knowing she's going to lose a chunk of it just in the, like, currency exchange. Like, it's unreal sometimes. Like, yeah, so, like, for example, the other day I bought I'm part of a Secret Santa, and it was $20, but it was $20 US, and for me it was just over $30. So that's the difference that we're paying. So ordering stuff from overseas can be a nightmare sometimes because it gets so expensive. That was a bit of a tangent. Yeah, but I've been a subscriber for quite a long time, so nearly, probably almost a year, I think. I think I subscribed in like January. So I've been a subscriber for quite some time now, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy watching her videos every week. So her videos are, she does cash stuffing, weekly wrap-ups, Caro Cash collects, bonus cash stuffings, and savings challenges. And her focuses at the moment are going to London with her mum, her SOS, which is her emergency account, and saving for her first home. As I mentioned, Caro Cash has an amazing Etsy store. You would have seen them in my videos. I still use some of them today. But what I did is I went on and I bought this one because I do like to support Etsy stores if they have them. So this is a plant and garden savings challenge. So I thought, instead of doing my normal cash stuffing of my lawn maintenance envelope, I could do this one for something different. I would love to have a beautiful garden and flowers everywhere, but dude, I kill them so badly. Like, every time I plant something, like, it dies. I don't know if I'm caring for it wrong. I don't know if I'm getting plants for the wrong environment. But like, I literally go up to people in the plant section and ask for advice, and I follow it, and I still kill them. Like, my husband, he's an amazing gardener, but I just, the brown thumb force is strong within me. So but I really do like to try. So I don't know, maybe we need to get some like raised garden beds, and my husband would really love a vegetable garden, so maybe we can use that for this. So you get an A4 or you get it in A6, and I think when I calculated, it was I think it was $150 for that one. So I'm looking forward to that one. Who's next? Aussie Budget Queen, my girl Julie. We have been friends for quite some time, and I do consider her a very good friend. She is managing her finances. She also uses a hybrid system like myself, so all of her bills and that stay in the bank, and she cash stuffs just her savings. She has two little princesses, as she calls them, and then she's got 2 bonus princesses, which is what I call them, which is her dog Frankie, who is a little dash hound and just the sweetest thing, and Betty, which is her car. Betty's a bit of a diva, from what I can see. She definitely prefers the finer things in life, and when she decides to act out, it's expensive when she does. Like, I know she just spent heaps of money on getting new tires, and then she's just had to replace another one. So, and like, when she's got to go get a service, she's got to drive it halfway to Whoop Whoop to get to get it done. So she's a diva. So she's got 2 bonus princesses, Frankie and Betty. And she does cash stuffing, savings challenges, cash condensing, and she does her side hustle income. And I just love her, I love her content. It's just, yeah, it's just fun to watch. I often have like stuff like that on in the background while I'm working, because I don't like silence. So if I'm working and everyone else is still asleep or they're out doing something, I will often put on like cash stuffing videos just in the background, and to help people get watch hours up and everything. And Julie's, that Aussie Budget Queen, is definitely one that I watch frequently. Now, Unique Aussie Cash Saver. She is a subscriber of mine and a supporter of my Etsy store, and she's just amazing. She's so kind, so friendly, and she is starting her journey. So she's starting her YouTube journey. She doesn't have any videos yet, but she may now by the time I film this. So I want you to head over. I'm going to link all of her details down below. She says she's going to do her first video this weekend, so there may be one up. But we all need to, I'm going to link all of her details down below. I need you to go over, I need you to comment. If there's a video, I need you to like, and I need you all to subscribe. We all know how daunting it can be starting this journey, and it's generally those getting to the first 100 is tough, like really tough, and it's one of those huge milestones. Like, you wouldn't think it would be, because it's like 100 subscribers, but it's, when you're first starting out, it's massive. So let's see if we can, let's challenge ourselves to see if we can get her to 100 subscribers like immediately. Wouldn't that be amazing? And just the power of how kind and supportive this community really is. So I really appreciate her being a supporter. She's always really engaging on my videos, and like I said, she's supported my Etsy store. So let's give that support and amazingness back and get her to 100 subscribers as quickly as possible. And then the final one is Taylor Louise Budgets. I haven't been subscribed to her as long as Caro Cash, but I still watch her videos frequently. She is a teacher, and they've just moved into their brand new home, and one of her financial goals was like purchasing her first home. Everything was kind of aimed around being prepared for that. So yeah, they've just bought a new home. She bought it with her partner, and they've only recently moved in. Like, I think there's only a few videos of her in the new house. And she's also going overseas soon, so that's another priority of hers. And she does cash stuffing, savings challenges, and is documenting her own home journey, so owning a home, and she's doing her journey throughout that whole process. She does have an Etsy store, and one of her most popular videos, I think, and a lot that she does, is it's called her Target Bills Tracker. So what she does is she wrote all of her bills down here, and then as she meets them each month, she crosses them off with the aim of getting in advance. So for example, she might be in June and she's already ticking off September. So I'm gonna I'm gonna use that a little bit differently. So mine is going to be for 2023, it's going to be a head and a goal tracker. So I've picked my, what's this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, I've picked my top 8 goals. So for example, I pay $25 extra rent each fortnight. So every 2 weeks I pay my normal rent, and then I pay an extra $25, and the aim of that is to get as far in advance as possible. We kind of I learned this kind of the hard way. Before we moved here, like, this has been our most stable home. And before that, we had like owners selling homes, so we had to move. And like, we would literally go from paying 1 week in one house to paying 1 week the next house, and it just wasn't, like, we've had to move overnight before, like we've had to move in one day, and it's ridiculous, and I'm never doing it again. And things happen, like sometimes you just can't afford, things happen and you can't afford your bills. So I started paying $25 of rent. One, for that if we ever do have to move, I might say, for example, have a month of rent sitting there, so I can say, all right, I'm not paying rent now for the next month while we move. It gives us time to pack up, to move all our things, come back and still clean and everything while my house is empty. I did that with my last move, and it went so much smoother. Also, when you move, it's expensive, and things pop up that you need that you didn't think. So it's good to have extra money on hand that we're not paying in rent to cover those expenses. So the same with the gas bill. My goal is to have $1,000 in credit. It's currently sitting there right now, so I have temporarily paused my fortnightly payments, and I've put it onto the electricity to get the electricity down, because we do actually owe money on our electricity. It just kept the price of electricity is ridiculous in Australia. Like, I think for us it's $1,500 a quarter, so every 3 months it's averaging $1,500 to $2,000. Like, it's ridiculous, and we're not even big users. The biggest item we have is our air conditioner and our dryer, but we try and not use them as much as possible. And we also bought really like, they've got a really high star rating, so we do our best in that regard, but just the cost of it just keeps going up and up and up. So, and we weren't paying enough at first, but we are getting it down. Every bill period we're paying it down in between $400 and $600. So it's getting down, and it's coming down quickly. So my goal for next year is to get it down to like a zero balance, and then get it up to $1,500 in credit, which would be a quarter. Don't know if I'm going to reach that goal, but we're going to try really hard. And like, for example, the car, I want a zero balance. My zip pay, I want a zero balance. Credit card, zero balance. I want to save at least $2,400, and this is outside of any challenges or any extra money. This is literally just the money I put away in my binders each pay cycle. So I want $2,400 for that, and then I want $1,000 emergency. So what I'm going to do is, as I put money in, I'm going to cross these off, and then I'm going to see how long it takes me to reach my goals and keep a track of everything, and just make sure that I am on track. Because next year I am really focusing on getting rid of our debts and getting our home deposit. I've given us 2 years max, like absolute maximum, to save for our deposit. What we were doing this year wasn't sustainable. and I am in the process of revamping our whole budget. So I'm flipping the whole thing on its head. I am going to do a budget 101 series about what to do when you're starting over. And I've also created a workshop pack that's going to be free, that's going to go along with that. So keep an eye out for those. They will be starting to be released soon, those videos, because I kind of want to have everything all set up and ready to go for the new year. So I'm changing out, I don't know if I'm changing out my binders, but I don't know if I'm going to get new ones. My ones are still perfectly fine. I will be getting new ones in the future, but that's in relation to my custom item and how I'm going to change everything. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, so I really enjoy this one, and I'm interested to see how I can keep track of it and how I meet my goals and things like that. So that was Taylor Budgets. So now we've just got to, as part of this challenge, like as part of this Shoutout Sunday, I am saving $10 each week. So put $10 in there. And where is my marker? So I'll have $120 by the time this is all finished. So I've now got, if I had 10, 15, 25, $30. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. Maybe I'll put it in my giveaway, because that envelope took a hit this week. I actually forgot I was part of a Secret Santa for the budgeting community, so I had to go out and buy a gift and then pay shipping. The gift limit was $20 US, and the shipping cost me nearly $50. So that was fun. I chose to ship something. That wasn't a requirement. You could get a gift voucher if you would like. I wasn't expecting it to be that much, but yeah, it was my choice to ship, so I can't complain too much. Okay, so week 3 is done and dusted. I really love the color of these highlighters. I've got them off Amazon. They're meant to be, it listed them as Bible highlighters, like, and they're not meant to like go through or smudge, which they don't. They're pretty good, but I don't like the feel of them. Like, I'm used to highlighters being really smooth and they glide across the page. These do not do that. So if anyone knows of any really good like pastel colored highlighters, please link them down in the comments below, or like let me know where you got them from. Okay, now, I was hit by the creative bug this week, so let's talk about that. Make sure these are all kind of all together, because I have a couple of packs in here that I want to make sure I keep together. Okay, so I am currently doing my YouTube savings challenge, but I'm kind of halfway now. Oh, big flippin' news, which I can't believe I friggin' forgot. I reached 500 subscribers. Oh my god, I nearly fell over and had a heart attack. Oh my god, 500. 500. 500. Oh my god. I will be having a giveaway, but I'm going to need a couple of weeks, like just with Christmas, with my giveaway, with the Secret Santa, like, your girls' finances are done for the moment. But I probably will have one before the end of the year. It will probably be a $25 gift card, and that'll be 20 Australian dollars. I can't be doing the exchange rate right now. It's terrible. Yeah, but I thought, because I'm halfway now, I'm already doing a YouTube one which I got from Caro Cash, but I think I'm going to introduce my own one, and it's not just subscribers. So I've got my YouTube subscriber savings challenge here. So for each icon, you select how much money for how many subscribers. So for me, I do $10 for every 100. So that is, like, I can't even comprehend that I am going to be finishing a row. Then to get monetized on YouTube, you also have to have you need to have 1,000 subscribers, and you need 4,000 watch hours. So I also have a YouTube watch hours savings challenge. So I haven't started filling this one out yet. I haven't been tracking it, but we'll see. We'll see. I might do like $1 per hour, just because it's, or like $1 per 100 hours or something. Just because mine's up at 2,000, I think, somewhere around there, which is good. I seem to be on track. So like for my subscribers and my watch hours are kind of going at the same rate, which is good, because it means when I do get to 1,000 hours, I would have hopefully met both goals at the same time, or my watch hours might even be a little bit ahead of my subscribers. So, and then finally, this is a like one. This one I just threw in for fun. I did see one. Was it Jamie's Realistic Life? She did one like this. I saw it on Syndicate Budgets. She was doing it, and I think Budgeting April also does it. I think so. I will find out where the original one is from, the one that I saw and the one that inspired kind of this, and then I will put that down in the description box below. So yeah, so they're the 3 ones. I will start doing these soon, I think, hopefully. Yeah. Next one is my 2023 savings challenges. So I have a pack of, I think, 4 different savings challenges for 2023. So we have the $223 in 2023. I think a lot of people have their own version of this. It's pretty common now. So we've got that one. So this all equals to $2,023. Then I've got a $23 savings challenges. So this is for this is a 12 month. So if, for example, if you're low income, you could do $23 a month, and at the end of it you'll have $276. I've got a 26-week challenge. So if you get paid twice a month, you can do $23 a pay cycle, and you'll get $670. Or you can do $23 a week and get $1,196. So I thought that would be a good way to start saving for next year. And then these are also some new challenges. So one of my focuses next year is going to be getting rid of the debt, busting the debt, getting rid of it. So I've created a debt buster. So what I'm going to do is, you've got your debt and how much you owe. So what I'm going to do when I start this challenge is, that could be a single debt, or it could be combined. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add up all of my debts combined, and I'm going to put it in. Then when I know how much debt is going to be, I'm going to see which one for each icon, and then I'm going to, every time I make a payment, I'm going to color it all in. So there's that one. And this one's the Flip It challenge. I saw something, I was inspired by this on, I think it was Dating My Budget. Hers, not gonna lie, didn't really understand how it was done. I was a bit confused. But I decided to do my own version. So this is the Flip It savings challenge. So you can either have 0, 1, or you can have 10. So you flip the numbers around, basically. So you can do 0, 2, or you can do 20. You can do both. So you could do $22 and color the whole circle in. Down here it changed a bit because it was 11, and 11 stays the same, and then 12 turns into 21. So I thought that was interesting, and I think I can't remember how much it was depending on which one you saved. I can't remember, so it's going to be a bit of a surprise, but then that could change depending on, well, you might do a $30 off for this one, and then you might do an $8 for this one. Yeah, so I thought that was really fun. And then I did my own cash stuffing buffer savings challenge. So I'm currently doing Caro Cash's one, and that one's for 500. This one, my one's for 6. So I don't know if you can see because it's very light, but I really like the loading symbol. So I've done it so it looks like it's loading. So this one's loading your $5, and then this one's your 10, and then your 15. So I thought that would be a really fun way to save for a buffer. I have a cash buffer. I'm not doing a digital one because I will spend it. So I'm currently saving for a cash stuffing buffer. But because of my custom order, because I have received the samples and they are beyond amazing. They're beyond anything I ever could have imagined. Now I have the trouble of trying to figure out which one to actually release. So I'm going to be using that item for a while just to see the general wear and tear of it. Make sure that the quality is amazing, that it holds up, that it can handle being used constantly. So I'm probably going to use that for the rest of the year and going into next year, and then hopefully putting in my order in January, probably late January, early February. So I kind of really need to buff up that Etsy envelope. So I think I'm basically going to pour money into it as much as I can. So that buffer might not be a buffer anymore. It might just be Etsy payment, but we'll see. Now, as much as I love my cash holders, I love them. I absolutely, my placeholders. So let me just get one out so you can see. Actually, I might have one next to me. No, I've got laminating sheets there. Oh, guys, you should see my workspace. It's so bad. Alright, so these are my current ones, and these are up on my Etsy store. They are laminated, but I think they're adding too much bulk to my binders. So I'm like, what can I do that's still going to be simple and elegant, but not so bulky? So I've created new ones. So these are on, I never know if it's vellum or vellum. I think it's vellum. So it's kind of like a frosted, it's like a frosted paper look, if that makes sense. And it's just paper. Like, it does feel like a little bit of a better quality than like normal, say, printer paper. It has that soft, smooth feel to it. So yeah, and it's much better. Like, can you hear it? It's like, it's more like notes than anything because it's that same kind of thickness. So this is the $100 one. This is a $500 one, and then this is $1,000. And then while I was making those, I actually had I was inspired by one of the pictures I saw on Canva, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to design a whole new range. So that's what I did. So I will show you the paper the white version first. So this version, and then I will show you this version. So this is my under the sea version. So we've got $1,000, we've got 500, and then we've got 100. So they are the new designs, my under the sea version. And then I've also done them in vellum. So we've got 100, 500, and we've got 1,000. So I am looking forward to swapping over all of my placeholders just to see if it makes any difference. I'm hoping it does. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. It's been a really long one today. I apologize. Remember to live, laugh, love, and when life gets hard, just roll it in glitter. Bye guys.